Hello, my name's Kyle, and here in front of me I have the Ocelot Xtra Heavy Duty Tube. This is a 3mm thickness. Now, in case you're wondering how much thicker or bigger this is than the heavy duty 2mm tube, I'll show you. You can see this here is the Ocelot 3mm Xtra Heavy Duty Tube. You can see there's a significant difference between our 2mm and 3mm tube thickness. So here we have the three sections of our tubes. We're going to go ahead and pull these up forward here, and you're going to be able to see the differences. Now, sitting apart from each other, you should be able to see this one is skinnier or less thick than this guy here, which is significantly less thick than this guy here. Standard duty 2mm and 3mm. Now let's go ahead and butt these up against each other. And when I do this, I can take my finger and I can kind of hit that ridge of the next one. You can definitely feel that this one's taller, and the same thing with this guy here. So both of these tubes are a 110 or 120 by 118, which also converts to a 4.5 to 5 inch by 18 tube. As you can see, the 2mm tube here on top is significantly smaller than the 3mm tube. So what you're going to gain with that extra millimeter of tube is going to be two things. First off, you're going to reduce the chance for pinch flats, and that is huge. Secondly, you're going to gain a little bit of suspension when you're running at really low pressures. So if I'm at home in my own garage or I'm doing a fresh tire change, I always put a 3mm extra heavy duty tube in so I can have those features and benefits. Now, what do I carry with me in my backpack as a spare just in case, which I usually end up using for other people I'm traveling with? I run the 2mm tube because the size difference is significantly smaller. Now let's dig into the details of this particular tube and take a look at what we have here. As you can see here, this is the Ocelot 110-118 or a 120-118 or a 4.5, 5.5, 18. Now this comes in a couple other different sizes. It also comes in a 19-inch version, and it has a front tire version as well, which is an 80-121. So we'll go ahead and show you those sizes up on the screen as I continue to talk about this very heavy-duty tube we call the XHD. You're going to notice here this is a TR4 valve stem, which is a straight metal valve stem. It's got two nuts on here so you can keep this thing locked into place. And one of my favorite features is going to be the valve stem cap itself. It's just a plastic general valve stem cap, but it has a valve core removal tool in the top. So with this valve core remover, you simply stick it on top here, twist until you can feel it released, and presto, valve core is out. Now this tube is made of what they call a butyl rubber. As it turns out, butyl rubber is sometimes just called butyl. It's a synthetic rubber, a copolymer of isobutylene and isopropene. Basically what that means is this is a synthetic rubber. It's not an all-natural rubber, so it's going to have a couple characteristics. Number one, it's going to be more stretchable and pliable than a standard rubber tube would be, and it's going to resist puncture even more. So this 3mm extra heavy duty tube from Ocelot is going to be the perfect addition to your vehicle if you travel in extreme off-road places. It's going to minimize pinch flats, it's going to help you avoid punctures, and it's going to keep you rolling down the road safely and securely. These Ocelot butyl tubes are manufactured to the highest standard to get you through that tough terrain that you like to traverse through. I'm Kyle, thanks for watching. Until next time, take care and ride safe.